Hi. I can remember my name. Don't look at me that way. This is the new caribou, the Honorable Sir David, Emperor of Salt Lake City, Sultan of Utah, Spiritual Advisor to Questioning Mormons, the Bard Extraordinaire, Supreme Being, Alpha and Omega, and to some Uncle Fester, and to others, Kojak, and to the Mormons, asshat. So here we go. Okay, I have to give an updated report on my daughter, Allison. I just started this video, and I came in. My camera was looking at the ceiling, my light was laid over on its side, and my chair was not here. And all I had to do was yell, "Allison!" and she came up and she fixed everything. Now, I took her to school this morning. Now, she's not quite 10. She'll be 10 in a month and a half. And I take her to school every morning. If it's under 50 degrees in Utah, they don't provide a bus. If you're under a mile from school, the hell with you. Your kindergartner can walk 9/10 of a mile. But I take my kid to school because I think it's the right thing to do. And this morning, now she's a tweenie. I didn't know what tweenies were, but she's definitely a tweenie. She knows all the words to all of her older sisters' songs, and she knows "Hey Dude" and stupid stuff that they do. Anyway, we're riding to school today, and I had my Cyrus radio on, XM radio. For those of you in other countries, it's a radio service with no commercials. It's the only way I can stand to listen to music. So we're riding along, and I'm listening to not oldies, but classical oldies that were instrumental. So, that was really old shit. It really, but it relaxes me. After kids like this, you know, I was relaxed. And she leans over the seat. She always yells "shotgun" and then jumps in the back seat. I don't know what that is. But she's in the back seat, and she says to me, "Dad, could you put that up on FM2? Now, I know what FM2 is. I might as well get a McDonald's cup and start throwing up at that rap crap. So anyway, I said, "No, buy your own car. Get your own radio. This is mine." She says, "Well, could you turn it down?" I said, "Hey, you know, it's not a ghetto blaster. What's the deal?" She says, "Well, I don't want my friends to hear it." The little... Oh! So we're driving along to school, and there's this whole group of friends walking on the sidewalk, and it's like 30 degrees here in Australia. And the windows are all up. You can't hear what's going on with the radio, but she was afraid it would go out. So as we passed each group of people, I had to turn the damn radio down so no one would know she was with a nerd father. So I went to drop her off, and she drops off with a whole bunch of other little kids in the area. And as soon as she opened that door, I just cranked that crap music up. She was so embarrassed. And hey, what comes around goes around. Alright, oh, here we have another weenie out of the pants down there in Utah County. Let me bring this one up. This is in the Fox 13 Salt Lake City newscast. And it's, I'm always looking for dates and I can never find them. You can always find them online. This is David Morris Richards, R-I-C-H-A-R-D-S. Here we go. A man who impersonated a police officer lured children to his Orem home and took pornographic pictures of them and was given his sentence Tuesday. A guy dresses up as a policeman and lures the kids to his home. Where the hell are the parents? David Morris Richards, he's 54, he's old enough to know better, will spend the next 19 years behind bars after admitting he produced child pornography. Police and prosecutors say the victims were girls from Richards' Orem neighborhood. Casey, who asked Fox News not to use her last name, says 3 of Richards' victims were her daughters. Casey has known Richards for 27 years. He was my dad that I never had, her Utah dad, and he was a grandpa to my kids, a grandpa they didn't need, and he took my kids on the weekends, Casey said. It hit me really hard. I imagine so. I imagine so. Hit her really hard. Richards was initially arrested by Orem police in 2011 for impersonating an officer. Detectives say he filmed girls undressing and had sex with some of them. Some of the evidence of Richards' illegal activities date back several years. It's what I've told you over and over again. Once you catch these guys and gals, it goes back years and years. It didn't happen just yesterday. They just finally got caught. It's a shame that it's gone on so long. We found videotapes from 2008 depicting some of this bizarre behavior that he was videotaping in his bedroom, said the police. Local prosecutors dropped the case so Richards could be indicted in a federal court, manufacturing child pornography, which could have carried 30 years in prison, but it went on, so he got 17. After hearing Casey's emotional testimony Tuesday, Judge D. Benson felt the justice was too light, and which meant Richards could withdraw his plea and ask for a jury trial. After 30 minutes of negotiation, he said, "I'll take 2 more years." They accepted that, and he's going to serve his time in a federal prison, and he'll have to register as a sex offender. 20 years added to, what is he, 54, 64. So he'll be 74 years old and registered as a sex offender. Well, here we go. Here we go. Another weenie out of the pants by the impersonating police officer in Orem. How long this had been going on was years and years. I don't know if he was pulling cars over and giving them tickets or whatever, but maybe he had a police costume or uniform that made the girls feel safe. But anyway, here we go in Utah again. You gotta love the Mormons. You gotta love the state of Utah. And if you're a girl, and mostly a boy too, or partially a boy, but if you're a girl, you better move to California. That's all I can say. The Beach Boys were right. I wish they could all be California girls. Thanks.